What about that reaction you got? What's kind of...
A baseball player actually told me to do it. Connor Welton was the one who told me to do it.
Okay.
And I didn't think I'd get the reaction that I got. I thought, people didn't think anybody would believe it. And then so it just became like a laughing stock. And then everybody on the football team was just like, "You're an idiot for doing that." I was like, eh. And then so Roddy texted me, and I let Roddy get the word out. So he kind of saved me. So not every Georgia fan hated me.
Everybody's asking me, is he really going to the SEALs?
I'd be a big SEAL.
That's what somebody was saying. I don't think I've ever seen a 300-pound SEAL.
I think I'd be actually more of a real live SEAL than a military SEAL.
Okay. Okay.
So what was this program? What was this like?
It's actually called the program, and it's a bunch of special forces, and they come in here and they basically they give you a bunch of challenges, and it's all about teamwork and then leadership. And they make you do a lot of stuff that is a pain in the butt, like diving in and out of the pool, getting out. If you're not in rhythm, you have to dive back in the pool, doing push-ups and stuff like that. And you really have to rely on a leader. And the military people, they would give a leader, so say Hudson, they would give him a specialized task, and he would have to spread the word. And they would give him a very broad task, and it was up to Hudson's interpretation of the task. And usually, at the very beginning of it, it's so broad, we would do something wrong, so then we would all get yelled at. But as the day went on, Hudson would be able to narrow down the task, and he would be able to communicate it with us. So, sort of like that.
Was it Saturday, Sunday?
It was Saturday night from about 5 to 11:45. 7 to 11:45, and then we had to be in the pool at 5:30 in the morning the next day on Sunday morning.
In Ramsey?
At Ramsey.
So how many SEALs, I guess, were here to put y'all through already?
They actually, none of them were Navy SEALs. They were all different. They were like Rangers and a bunch of Marine Special Forces, but every single one of the guys had been in the military for like 20 years. So, they were the real deal.
They all retired?
2 of them actually still doing it, and then the other guys, they're retired and doing the program full time.
How many football players took part?
Yeah, one of the guys, he was the captain of a Division III school. I can't remember the school.
I'm talking about y'all. I mean, as far as you guys go, how many got to part of the Bulldawg?
Oh, every single one of us.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Even if you were injured, you had to do as much as you could do.
What's the impact of this thing, do you think?
I think it was really good. It definitely, for the defensive side, it showed that we really actually do have some good defensive leaders. Corey and Marlo, they really stepped up, and so did Ramik. And so that was good to see. And it just showed that, when you come together as a team, you can accomplish more things than you think you can.
Did practicing with the Special Forces prepare you more mentally or physically?
Definitely mentally, well, we're all pretty physically tough, just from what we all have to do as a football standpoint. But in the military, it's a lot more mental, I think. You just have to do things that make you just start over, and you're like, how much more can I do with this? But then you just keep doing it, and then when you look back, you're like, oh, I guess that wasn't too bad. So I definitely say mentally.
Was it harder than mat drills?
There was some things that were harder than mat drills, but I wouldn't say it was harder than mat drills. I'd say they're both terrible in their own ways.
Is there anything you can say that was specifically more challenging or most challenging about the whole experience?
I definitely would say like the communication and the leadership role was definitely the most challenging, because you had to sit back and listen to one person communicate things, and if you didn't do it the exact way, then you would get yelled at, and you would have to start all over from the very beginning. So definitely communicating with the leader, and the leader communicating with the rest of the players, that was definitely the hardest.